Let's see what the 4 hour looks like just quickly. Okay, that's not fun. Anyways, put a black line there. Cool. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Mr. KM, hello. What about GC? Man, GC is a terrorist. I was looking every single day if there was something that could be framed on GC. It was just printing higher. Not a fan of this. CL was amazing yesterday. Actually, this whole week CL was amazing. Look at that. Tuesday high of the week. Sweeps out this high, closes below, trades higher, expands lower. Beautiful Tuesday high of the week. And honestly, I guess you could be looking for this on CL and a run back into the range, or maybe it stays inside. But we're not speculating CL today, are we? Are we? We are looking at this demon. CL's been printing lately. Yeah, man, it's going crazy. Hello, Mr. Gnarls. Alright, I think we're pretty much good here. I'll just get started. So, index futures. Very slow weeks for me, at least. Obviously, we had September starting here, which let's see if I can mark out that September open. Cat. I think it's there. So that would be our September open. This Tuesday, which was a nice expansion day, was not within the cat is on the desk. There we go. Was not within the model that we're looking for or I'm looking for. So there was no participation on this. We had a beautiful down week. Then we had these shorts, which was the last opportunity in that week, down to the lows below here, aggressively reversed. From there on out, it was up, consolidation, up this here from Asia into New York. So expanding from Asia into New York, consolidating the days prior, and now once again, consolidating the days prior, expanding from Asia into New York. This reversal, which to me is very, very odd. I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't understand why it reversed this hard. But this is what we're now given. As I mentioned, I would be looking for the short side, playing the idea that Thursday expanded into a reversal and Friday would trade the continuation. In order to see that, I would want to have seen this high get swept out and then for us to trade lower. Now, we're just about 20 minutes. There goes the cat on the desk. We're just about 20 minutes into the news release, and we're pretty much still trading above this, which is not a great sign. Also trying to frame some sort of a logical series of candles for a closure below is not really there right now. So I'm looking at the 5 minute probably. What I'd want to be seeing is that we don't keep trading up above this level expansively. And 9:30, I want to see us really turn on a dime, break down lower to the downside. And then I'd obviously just be looking at the previous day's low level for a drawn liquidity. And this was really my target going into the week, depending on which side of the range we take first, target the opposing end. I don't know how plausible that is today, so I'm not going to be looking for it, right? That's a pretty considerable run, based on how this week has been printing so far. I mean, from where we are right now, it would be 82 points on ES, so I'm not really looking for that, but I'd want to see the previous day's low level. Alternatively, this here is a range. Let's see if we can take the previous day's range high to low. Okay, we're trading well above 0.5 of that. Could also have a look at the daily wick for a next measure of a possible reversal. So daily wick, consequent encroachment, is tapped right there. I don't want to see it trading above this or closing above this. I want to see it tap into there and then stay heavy, drop into the downside. Framing a New York reversal profile here, obviously, with these failure swings down here, formed during London, and then we've got this failure swing right here, the previous day's low level, and obviously there's a bit more liquidity, but as I mentioned, not too firm on seeing whether we would hit that or not because it's quite a stretch to this low, and anything beyond this could just, stop on a dime and ruin your day. This would be the draw, short term. Cool. Any questions? I thought Nasdaq would be bearish, but it looks like it's a classic buy day. Where's 2 p.m. Eastern time? This is 2 and this is what, 6? Yeah. Maybe, who knows? But I'm not interested in trading the upside here, I think. To me, this is still I don't know why this is stuck on here. This is still Thursday's price action. There we go. I was confused. Yeah, I'm not really interested in the long side personally, but we'll see. Just want to see a nice close below here and then start forming some bear signatures. Once again, if there's like a CSD, like for instance this one here on the 5-minute, see if I can find that on the 15. No. I want to let that go instead of looking for a short position sort of like that. I'll let this initial signature go and wait for more confirmations to the downside and then trade a continuation if this is a day that's looking to print lower. So that's the idea as of now. And it looks okay. It looks not bad. Can you explain NASDAQ? They're pretty much the same. This is the same logic on the NASDAQ. If I go to the NASDAQ on the hourly, delete you. I'm looking for the exact same thing. Swept out this high. That was the target that I wanted to see hit. This was our confirmation from yesterday into the downside. It's too high up for us to trade towards it, so we're just using it as the confirmation, looking to frame a continuation lower. We've got previous day's low resting right here. Those are equal lows as well, which is beautiful, or relatively equal. And ultimately, this would have been my draw, but I don't see this happening today necessarily. If it does, that's awesome. But it's like what, 500 points? Yeah. So I'm more so maybe taking this into next week's bias, carrying it along, and looking for this as a draw, which next week is non-farm payroll, I believe. So for now, this is my draw on liquidity. Looking very nice. I might have to close early so I can watch it. Let's see. 15. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, this is, so far, this is pretty nice. That's the 8:30 opening price. Like this. Check yesterday's ES wick on daily. I just did. That's it right there. That's the wick. We tapped it just perfectly. So far it's really setting up nicely. Can you check gold? Oh, no. But I wouldn't actually, where was gold again? Looking gold here. Yeah. Nah, gold sucks. I ain't focused on this thing. Not on this day. I'm good. Can do whatever it wants. Why can I not see chart? That's not true. Bluffy. Can you give us thoughts on silver? Daily closed in range. Same idea. I don't trade gold, I don't trade silver. I'm watching these a bit more lately just to study them. CL and GC. But I won't be actively analyzing or giving ideas on them. For now, it's just going to be the index futures. Cool. I think, does CL also have the same moves at 9:30 open, like indices? No, it doesn't have that volatility driver like we do, because the equity open is exclusive to the stock exchange opening. But it's got, I mean, it's got the news drivers when you've got crude oil news or CAD news, and then you've also got the oil pit futures trading, which begins at I think 9. So around 9 you start to see, or maybe it's 8. I might I might be wrong in that regard. But around that time you start to see a lot of movement come into the market. But CL is also an asset that is traded a lot during London, so you can see very nice moves happening at that time of day as well. Bro, you have COVID? No, COVID's not real. Can you please show how you go from time frame to time frame before taking a trade? It's really simple, honestly. Like I always just start on the daily. So I look at the daily. Obviously, I derive my bias based on the weekly profiles. Like for instance, right here, okay, this is not what I would call an established low necessarily, because it's so shallow. We've traded higher Monday into Thursday with this very sloppy bit of price action, not really expansive into the upside. Thursday reversed. So now I'm looking to see is there any hourly confirmation on Thursday, which I do find right here. So that is my hourly confirmation on Thursday that the market is trading lower. And now I'm just looking for a 15 minute or 5-minute framework for continuation into the downside following the existing trend created by this reversal on Thursday. And then what am I looking for? Well, obviously draws on liquidity. We've got the previous day's low level, which is equal lows right there. There's some failure swings to the left here, obviously all the way down to these lows and then the range low. But as I mentioned, it's not very likely that we see those today. So I'm not too focused on these targets. It's just going to be looking for this, and anything beyond that would be great, but not needed, essentially. I am a beginner, so where should I start MMXM in 2022? The 2022 mentorship. That's it. What is your analysis of YM for today, intraday bias? Let's have a look at YM. I'm sorry, guys, by the way. I'm pretty much really sick, so today's the first day I can sort of do anything, which is why I'm not too ecstatic. YM with the double purge. It seems like, yeah, I don't know, man. What is this asset on about? YM delivered nicely, but this is just a, let's see, let me stretch this a bit. I guess, yeah, okay, YM's looking to trade into this high right here. This is a consolidation, right? Monday, Tuesday takes out Monday high, closes inside. Wednesday takes out Monday low and the range low. And then Thursday trades higher, looking for Wednesday's high. Friday will take Wednesday's high, and then maybe trade back inside. That's sort of how I see this right now. But I do not want to trade this asset. It scares me. Focus is there. 15 CST would be really late. 9:30 SMT with 5 minutes CST would do the lifting. Yeah, so because we're trading a continuation here, unless this is an interruption candle, meaning this candle prints lower, and then the next candle, yeah, so perfect. If this now prints higher and then lower, then there's a new CSD on the 15. But you can honestly use the 5-minute on these type of reversal setups. It's totally fine to use. It's also sometimes necessary when there's no structure, but obviously you have to take it with a grain of salt, understanding that it exposes you to a bit more risk than usual, taking that sort of a change in state. What I would recommend is you can take a 5-minute confirmation, kind of like this, and then wait for a failure swing to form and trade off of that failure swing to the downside. So you're not risking picking the top off of this, but you're really trading the next leg lower. Thank you, Mr. Frankenstein. I appreciate it. No espresso? No, man, not for me, not today. Not today. Do you use 5 minutes for daily framework or only 15? To me, if I'm looking at the daily in terms of a profile or a framework, it's always going to be the 15-minute for me. That's the cleanest time frame that I find to see the daily profile, how things develop. Let's see if we can mark out the, like for instance, here's the daily opening price. I'd be logically, like if it was a different day, I'd be framing the open, low, high, close off of the 15-minute and using the supporting PD arrays on the 15-minute to continue the daily trend in that sense. In which conditions CSD will not work? That's a very interesting question. When it doesn't work, but also in seek and destroy conditions, I guess. When do you use the 30-second time frame? Never. I do not use that. Can you explain slash show an example? Yeah, sure. So look at this. This was yesterday, and yesterday was textbook. Here's your 15-minute change in state of delivery, which this is your confirmation. And then when you go to the 5-minute, instead of trying to short the top here, this here is what I thought was an amazing entry. This was also an idea, but I prefer this one. You wait for a swing high to form. So we've got this swing high forming right here. Oopsa. Right, you got 1, 2, 3, and then we close below this candle. So then you can trade this into the downside, like such. And that's like a really nice trade you can be taking. Because instead of trying to pick the top where something like this might happen, where you short here and then it goes and takes you out, even if there's SMT, it's much safer to wait for this to form and then that, because now you've got like, okay, we've got a high, higher high, and a lower high. Market structure is bearish. We've got a change in state of delivery, and it's been respected. So now upon retest of this old low, I can trade lower. Like that. Whoppa. There we go. Let's delete you off the face of this earth. Ay, ay, ay. Now it's doing a little chopperoo. I might see 930 sweep above again, by the way, at this point. It's a bit too hesitant up here. What time frame do you usually trade on? For the most part, it's 5 or 15. If I don't need to go below 15, then I just stay on 15. Sometimes even 30. Hourly if I'm having a good time. But the lowest I will go is 3-minute if I'm like just looking to frame a continuation into a trend. Where the double dragon Dante fair value gap CRTO yet? I have no idea. It's somewhere, that's for sure. New PD array. Double dragon Dante value gap CRT OB. Do you use the dollar index? No, I don't. Sometimes I look at it if I'm trading Forex, or if I were trading Forex, I would watch dollar, but it's not really relevant for index futures. Like it's just not useful right now. It's supposed to be inversely correlated, but it's doing some really, really strange stuff. How can you anticipate whether 930 will be expansion or it will be manipulation, retracement, then expansion? It all comes down to the volatility drivers. Like for instance, okay, this is our 830 opening price right here. What do I notice about 830 is that 830 did nothing, right? It traded down, traded up, but it didn't really manipulate or expand. Well, it did manipulate these stops above here, but it wasn't really a Judas the way I'd like to see it. So in that terms, I want to see the 930 opening, which is here, manipulate into a reversal, and then 10 a.m. sets an expansion lower. We see this exact narrative happening yesterday. This right here is 830. You see that? We had nothing happen at 830, right? This is a two-sided expectation. And so the market trades higher, sweeps out the high, then breaks down lower. And right here at 930, because it's already manipulated this high above here, it's free to expand. And then if I find the 10 a.m. opening price, which is right there, 10 a.m. open high, low, close, it can set the expansion forward. That's how you would be conditioning it. You pair the volatility drivers with what you're expecting in price. And so if 830 manipulated, then we'd see 930 expand and 10 continue. If 830 did not really much, we'd see another run above this high. Then 930 expands. Sometimes it runs the high at 930, but right now it looks like we'll do it before. And then 930 expands, retracement, continuation at 10. Ay, ay, ay. Is that a breakaway gap on the 15-minute? Below the imbalance. Where? This gap? This tiny gap here? Oh, wait, I'm on the 5-minute. My bad. This here, you mean? I don't know. I don't know that much about breakaway gaps. How do you structure your watch list slash templates? I'm curious as I may check out more pairs. Right now it's just this. I made this just the other day, which is I still have to add Euro futures, and then all I'll be doing is just looking at the daily and charting them as it goes. So like for instance, okay, I should be charting this as such. I'm looking for obvious daily charts. And then once the daily chart is obvious on any one of these given assets, I want to be looking at the hourly chart and sort of, I won't be going into this is what I use if I'm checking out other charts. I won't go lower and check out the hourly until this is really clear. And I'm just sort of reading the tape, if that makes sense, watching the day, seeing how they trade, seeing how they print when what happens. But I'm not actively entering or exiting on them just yet. Would you just take an entry off M15 CSD? Yeah, of course. Why not? If it's good within the risk reward, then yeah, for sure. What mic you got? Is it bad? Is that why? 8:30 Eastern time broke my heart today on GU. Let's have a look at GU. Wow. But this is pretty clean, no? 4 o'clock sets the low of the day. Change in state of delivery. Is this on the hourly too? Oh boy. Ah, okay, but it didn't give the confirmation on the hourly prior. Why is GU hunting out the highs again? That's interesting. Damn. Rest in peace to all the shorters, but you never short with failure swings like this. If the market's trending down from open, then you want to be looking for a move into the upside. That's why when we trend down like this, we look for a move up initially. Are you married? Why you want to marry me? What does that mean? Hello, Mr. Garrett. Do you have a YouTube? No. Do you need plus for 4 charts? I think you do. Like the Trading View Plus, I believe so. Maybe premium. I'm not quite sure. What I would do is, look, you see what I said now about that interruption candle? So if we sweep out this high and this candle closes bullish, then our new change in state on the 15-minute is there, which is like much better than looking down here. Yeah, I think you need a premium for multiple multiple charts and stuff. Lil D wants to hop on stage. It's a good mic, Kiko. Clear voice made me wonder what mic you got, so I could buy the same. Funny enough, I was gonna buy one, and then my friend told me that the MacBook mic is already really good as it is. So this is just the mic from the computer. Like I don't have one installed extra or anything. It's pretty great. Thanks for touching on GU. Yeah, I wish I could do like a little bit more, but I didn't look at GU all week. I don't have any idea what's going on in that market or what the underlying narrative is. But yeah, if the market's trending lower and puts in low of day at a decent time, like 3 to 4 in the morning, you always want to be looking at the opposing side of the marketplace because these are like, for instance, the failure swings. We opened here at 6, we put in a high, put in a new high, put in more highs, so the market will want to expand through into them and take out all of these highs. Same thing in in GU, obviously. Kiko is probably married to Garrett, not just probably. You need plus? Okay, perfect. Now I understand. What's your daily bias since we didn't have 4-hour change state? I'm bearish. I'm only looking for the downside. I'm trading this off of the understanding that yesterday expanded, reversed, and now we're trading up into the 0.5 of the previous day's wick. And I want to see 9:30 open really, like I will say this, but I really do mean it. It needs to shit the bed, right? It needs to just drop out. I don't want to see it trading up and up and up and doing all that nonsense because at that point I'm just gonna have to consider that it may want to take this high and that the idea of a continuation is invalid. The deeper it retraces, the less we want it, so to say. So we've got a decent daily opening wick so far, which I like. So I don't want to see it trading much higher above this. I'm looking for lower prices. To use prop firms, yes. Ay, ay, ay. Would you enter on open? If the framework's there, yeah, surely. Right now, it's just not there yet. I think it'll still take some time because if you do like the timings, in order for me to enter on open, I need two more 15-minute closes at the minimum. Why? Because I need this candle to sweep this high and close higher, and then I need the next 15-minute candle to trade lower and close below this candle. You know what I mean? And this takes at least uh one more 15-minute candle after this one closes. So at the bare minimum, I would need to see that in order to enter right on open. But if the information is already there prior, like it was here yesterday, then you can just sell the open right away, put your stop above this high, and anticipate it to expand lower. Ideal target is previous day's low. Yes. Euro. Um, Euro is very strange. I don't know if I just don't understand this market, but wow. Yeah, so Euro had a beautiful Wednesday. This was amazing. I was looking for Monday's low on Euro, trading this as a midweek reversal. Looking for a continuation here during London. We had this change in state of delivery on the 15-minute. And I was looking for a 15-minute continuation, which would have probably been something like that, to go short yesterday, I think it was, on Euro. But it just blasted out London's highs, traded lower into these lows. We've got S&T, I believe, and then blasted out even more highs. And then obviously today it just flips this and expands it to the upside. So I don't really know what the hell's going on here, but it sure as hell ain't a midweek reversal. Can you share one simple strategy from which we can decent amount of money from funded accounts? Um, yeah, the 2022 model is honestly pretty simple, but instead of using market structure shifts, I would use a different confirmation tool. Like you could use an inversion level, such as a higher time frame for value gap that gets inverted, because that's more safe in my approach. Or a change in state of delivery, and then just trade that model, look for low hanging fruit, 2R. Pretty simple. The only risk incurred is that you're trading reversals, but when you get the hang of it and you understand what you're doing and you wait for the right confirmations, the 2R mark or just a low hanging fruit tends to be quite achievable, even if it doesn't work out. Were you bullish or bearish? Do I have time to yap? Lil D, you are not coming up here and yapping. I'm sorry. As much as I love you, you're not. So basically wait for the CSD in the higher time frame, 15, 30, or 1. Yeah, so the 1 hour is more relevant to me in terms of a weekly development. So when visualizing the weekly range, I want to see something like, let's say, this here, there, 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 there. So let's say this is the week. We've got Monday doing nothing, Tuesday trades lower, Wednesday sets a reversal. This is where I'm looking for an hourly change in state or a 4 hour. But then it's like, okay, after Wednesday, I've already got the hourly confirmation. This change in state right here that I trade in order to complete the profile into the upside, like so, let's say. This can be on the 30 or 15-minute or 5 even, because this higher time frame CSD, which is the hourly, already confirmed the weekly reversal, and so I'm only trading off of a continuation of this prior move, and I can frame a bit lower. That's how I would voice that. Get rid of you. Can you give us example of how you do top-down analysis to a daily bias? I'll do that. Let's see. Garrett is streaming tomorrow, his MMXM stream. Sunday AM is streaming. I'll see if I can do something this weekend. Like the Q&As and stuff. I just literally haven't had the time or managed. And then I'll do that because there's not much time for it today, and I still have to do my journaling pre-market. Is change in state of delivery strong reversal sign in market structure shift? I don't know if there's like a yes no answer to that, right? But I'd say I'd rely on it more than I would a market structure. First week in here, where do we find the 2022 model? Nice to have you, Mr. Daily Juice. It's on YouTube. It's just ICT's model. The 2022 mentorship. You can find it there in a playlist. If the previous day higher lows reached prior to your time of trading, do you trade? If I'm framing a reversal off of previous day's high, then obviously I'm trading after it's reached. Same goes for previous day's lows levels. But let's say I'm bearish today and this is my target. If we hit this before it's my time to trade, unless I can frame a return up, like a reversal off of this level higher, I don't trade, because that means that my draw was met without me, and the market can go into a phase of consolidation. It can continue lower, which would then be something I'm not prepared for, right? Is it going to go here, maybe there, maybe there? So generally speaking, I look for the obvious target, and if it goes there without me, then it's just going to be that way and I miss it. Oh my god. Ah, if the oh, there we go. Please touch on this one more time. If price manipulated before, it will expand to draw liquidity. If did not, it will manipulate. 10 a.m. will distribute towards draw liquidity. Let me show you something. 1 second. Now, how do I wait? How do I find this? Let's see. Before from go. There we go. Okay, I almost have it. Just bear with me. Okay, we're quite early here. Let me get rid of this. There's templates I have in here. My God, why did I spam so much? Should be here. Here, there we go. Perfect. I found it. Let's hope this loads. Take a look at these templates, Mr. Friend. Where is he? Mr. Teabag. This sort of draws it out in a easy to view form of way. Lodi, have they formed? Want to see London push up to the side to create the high day. This high is in a premium. It's all set in balance. My stops 6 midnight. Previous day slow. I like it, Lodi. Very nice. 9 a.m. to take the 8 a.m. candle and close inside the range, and 10 a.m. to drop. Please, Kiko, tell the market maker to do this. I'll pray to the market maker because that's exactly what I want. But it needs to take that high. Did ES take it? Please tell me ES did it. No. Okay, we'll trust this high in place. We'll just have to roll with it. Would have been much nicer if they swept out this high one last time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, wamp, womp, and down is what I want. What are the most important liquidity levels that you look for each new day to reverse from? It's weekly levels, like weekly highs and lows, daily highs and lows, and then intraday you're looking at session highs and lows for draws and liquidity. That's pretty much it. That's what I'm focusing on. What are you expecting today? Shorts. Today, TGIF model 5s on NASDAQ. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. What's up, Mr. Suha? 9:30 would most probably take the high, no worries. Yeah, I'm expecting it too. Alright, guys, I gotta wrap it up though, because I'm supposed to be trading in the next couple of minutes probably. So I'll check whatever's left and then we're gonna call it a day. You can always text me if you need anything. Don't you use as example daily fair value gap as POI? No, I don't. I do not use them. Plus the M5. Yeah, I'll be focusing on the M5 because right now the 15 structure is not enough. So if I really want to find something, I'll be trading off of this M5 structure. Let's get rid of that. Let's just see what happens. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Kiko. No problem, Mr. Teabag. If you have any other questions, just ask me later. Like as I said, if I had more time, I'd be open to like go over examples and stuff, but it's 9 minutes to market open and I still wanna be ready for it. So I can do that some other time, maybe over the weekend or so. Trade only Nasdaq and SP. Yes, that's it. Just those two. What is this guy cooking? Right. Are you live in Lens? What do you mean live in Lens? Still streaming after me tomorrow? I'm not sure, Garrett. Um, because it's gonna be pretty late for me. Like, okay, right now it's 5 o'clock where I'm at. It's 5:20. So by the time the market, like by the time my kill zone ends, it's almost 8 o'clock, and then it's if you're streaming tomorrow around 9:30, anything after that I don't really feel like doing. But I'll see about Sunday before AM streams. Trade live with us sometime. I'll consider it in the future, wanting to, just for uh just for purposes of showing the model, but for now that's not on the table just yet. Futures or CFD props? Futures props. Where do you trade? Are you live somewhere? Oh no, I trade by myself. I sit in my office and I trade with no one watching. That's what I intend to do. I hear you sick. Get better soon, Kiko. Thank you, Mr. Koromas. All right, guys. We're gonna call it there. I appreciate y'all for showing up. We'll keep this a bit more active over the next couple of days, and if there's anything planned for the weekend, I'll let you know. One last thing, do not forget. Wait, I can just find it here. Garrett is hosting a MMXM A to Z guide. Do join in on the weekend if you guys want to learn a lot of nice stuff about that. And you'll probably get away with some gems and some information, and you'll have a good time. I've personally vouched for. Hope you recover soon. Thank you. I will, inshallah. It's until IPDA takes your money, for sure. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you around. Bye.